Welcome, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Here tonight, it's the Salt Flat IROC Series back here on a Wednesday night. So, welcome, and we're glad you are here tonight for round number 10 here from the Dover International Speedway. These drivers have battled hard 9 weeks here before this race here from the concrete monster here in Dover, Delaware. So a lot of these races leading up to this point have kind of set the field here. And talking about setting the field, the man who has set the field on fire this year so far has been Randy Johnson. Out of the 9 races counted so far here for the Salt Flat IROC Series, he himself has finished 8 times inside the top 10. He has 7 top 5s, 1 win. He has just been setting the IROC Series on fire this year. Right now, he's at the top of the boards here at Dover as having the quickest time. Hunter Reynolds, another one of those drivers that's been setting the IROC Series on fire. He is currently sitting out there on track, I believe, in the 13th position here in practice. But as the clock is winding down here in practice, race fans, we will, as always, step away here for just a moment to get the national anthem played here for the Stars and Stripes. And we'll be right back here for the live qualifying here from the Dover International Raceway.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And welcome back here to the Dover International Speedway. Qualifying here for round number 10 here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Officially underway here tonight. And one of the first guys out on track here with the number 62 machine. Well, we got to wish him first and foremost a happy birthday because the driver of the 62 officially of drinking age. So if anybody wants to go ahead down there to Nevada and get this man a drink, Colton Farrow, congratulations and happy birthday to making it to 21 years old. And right now he made it around here, and he will take the green flag here tonight for qualifying for the race here tonight at Dover. Right now, first man to put in an actual lap time will be the driver of this 01 Midnight Runners machine. It'll be Josh Taylor, and well, then 2 other guys come right behind him, and it's going to be the Nichols Performance number 12 going to the top of the boards here. So 2 Nichols Performance drivers at the top of the boards with Randy Johnson on lap number 1 going P1 and Greg O'Berry in the 81 machine. Last week's winner out of that wild race that happened. Josiah Millen and Greg O'Berry coming across the line all sorts of out of shape as it was a 4-car breakaway on the final lap last week. So right now, Greg going to shut her down. He'll be settled into the second position. Jamie Leach finishes up his lap time. And how about this man? I saw him out there last night, the driver out of the ABV group. He's a Rookie of the Year. Hasn't quite had the year that he was looking for, coming into this IROC series, but right now, Big Country Kohlhaas there on the 29 machine is slotted into P number 3, so he is a pretty good qualifying spot right now. But how about this man? Made a reappearance last week. It's none other than J.P. Brennan, and he is back in action here tonight for the second week in a row. JP having a little bit of a disappointing finish last week, but he is back here behind the wheel of this 09 with his brand new sim rig. And right now, he is in the 8th position as he comes out of turn 4 a little bit sideways. They're going to be hanging those right rear tires out all night long. And JP going to jump up to the 5th quickest time, and Jeff Bergner there in the 21 machine out of Utah goes P number 3 on the board. First lap, though, for the 14 of Reynolds was a little bit slow. It was down there 16th quickest. Let's see where he will slot in here. Lap number 2. Second quickest for Hunter Reynolds in the 14 machine. He goes second with a 27.248. Just a little bit slower, but it looks like it'll still be a good qualifying start here tonight. Dobbs goes out there in his 985 machine out of the Nichols Performance Group, and he goes P number 3 after missing last week. And how about the new quick time at the top of the board? It's the Las Vegas kid of Cody Levitt. He has a 27.181. Levitt to the top of the boards here tonight. Here is Donald Bennett out of the Keystone Motorsports Group driving out of Topton, Pennsylvania. Donald's been having a couple rough weeks here, not just in the Salt Flat IROC series, but in general on the iRacing service, as a little bit of internet connections have been plaguing the driver of this 31. But he has about a minute and 10 seconds as he comes out of turn number 4. He is the only driver right now that does not have a qualifying time in. He will jump the 15th quickest here on lap number 1. Jeff Pogo just went out there for the Deeper Darker Do team, and he put in the 12th fastest time out of the 20 drivers here tonight. Cole Day goes out, and he goes 3rd quickest in his Black 37 part-time runner's machine. And right now, it looks like he is the only driver that is still out here on track, and I don't believe he's going to be able to beat Cody Levitt, because it does look like he already has 2 lap times in. So Cody Levitt will be your provisional pole sitter here tonight at the Dover International Speedway. "20 seconds left here. While we talk about him on the pole, while we have just a couple seconds left here in qualifying, let's see if we can get a word in with it. Cody Levitt, you got a copy and Smuth up here in the booth.
Gotcha, loud and clear.
Well, loud and clear, my friend. A new monitor for yourself on your sim rig out here, and you're going to be able to take that 38 Deeper Darker Dude car and park her on the pole tonight. How was qualifying out there? How does that track feel?
It's a little hot. Qualifying was a lot hotter than it is now. Looks like it's about 115 degrees. But a little bit slippery, but it helped the car turn, so I was just somehow able to keep it on the bottom there on my second lap. So that was good.
That was good. How's that new monitor, though, on the rig?
It's wonderful. You can see so much better.
Well, we're glad to hear it. See if you can keep that 38, though. Looking pretty sharp and clean here tonight, just like you looking at that screen.
I sure hope for that.
Well, there you heard it from Cody Levitt. It's a little bit slippy out there tonight here at the Dover International Speedway, but we will sort to take these drivers to the grid here tonight to see who will be able to walk away as a winner. Let's take you through the starting lineup here tonight, presented by Draft Top. This is how your Draft Top starting lineup is. On the front row, you just heard from the man. It'll be the man in the 38 out of Las Vegas of Cody Levitt. Right alongside him, it'll be the driver of the number 12 out of the Nichols Performance Group of Randy Johnson. Sitting in row number 2, the part-time runner 37 there of Cole Day. And how about Hunter Reynolds? This week could it be the rebound week for the 14 of Reynolds. Row number 3, a couple of the Nichols Performance drivers. It'll be Jason Dobbs there in the 985 and Greg O'Berry, last week's winner. Row number 4, it'll be the man out of Utah, the 21 of Jeff Bergner. Lined up next to him, Big Country Kohlhaas out of the ABV group. Row number 5, it'll be JP the Cartman Brennan. Alongside him, the Ohio driver of Jamie Leach. Row number 6, it's the man from down south, the 84 of Lynn McNeese, and the Tennessee man the 01 of Josh Taylor. Row 7, it's little Jeff Pogo in the 24 machine, and Orlando Rivera in the 08. Row 8, it's the birthday man, Colton Farrow, and the Topton, Pennsylvania driver, the 31 of Donald Bennett. Row number 9, another one of the Topton, Pennsylvania Keystone Motorsports drivers. It is going to be the 40 of Josiah Millen, and it's going to be Ricky Valenzuela out of the over-the-wall racing stable 04 machine. Row 10, they're going to line them up like this. It'll be the 26 of Daryl Clauter and the ABV driver of Michael Bromley. Row 11, and rounding out the field, it's not going to be Jared Hagedorn. His rim is still broke on his Fanatec, so he will not take the grid here tonight from the Dover International Speedway. That is how your 20 drivers are going to line up here tonight, race fans. Who is your favorite driver out there on track? Call it now. Call the shot. Who's going to win round number 10? Right here from the Dover International Speedway. Locked and loaded with 100 laps on the board here tonight. Levitt and Johnson going to lead us to the green flag as the iRacing pace car officially ducks down to the inside. Green flag pending out of turn number 4 here from the Concrete Monster Mile. There it is, green flag officially waving here with Miles the Monster, who will be the winner here in round number 10. Levitt and Johnson with great starts from the front row here tonight. And look at Cole Day give a shot to the 38 of Cody Levitt down into turn number 1. And they will both roll the bottom groove. Cody Levitt will take the lead out of turn number 2, squeezing up in front of Randy Johnson. But Johnson will put the nose back to the outside as they come into turn 3 and 4 for the first time. Out of turn 4 for the first time, Johnson up the track, and it's going to be Cody Levitt in the 38 machine, deeper, darker dew driver. Bringing her back around here. He will lead lap number 1 here tonight, followed by the 37 of Cole Day, the number 12 of Randy Johnson, and then there's the battle for the 4th position. Right now, Dobbs has the 4th position, but Hunter Reynolds would really like to have it. They got 3 of those neon green Nichols Performance cars right now lined up to the bottom, sitting 3rd, 4th, and 6th. Hunter Reynolds, though, still going to sit there on that outside lane. Hunter Reynolds really could use a good week here this week. Comes into the night 37 points out of the championship hunt. And when he looks to the inside just in front of him, he sees the 12 of Randy Johnson. That's who he is battling, not only for the Rookie of the Year championship, but he is battling the regular season single car championship. So Hunter Reynolds would like to have himself a good run here tonight. So far, 3 laps just like that in the books here from the Dover International Speedway. And we are green flag racing. That outside lane, though, as we still watch the 14 of Reynolds. Doesn't seem like it's the place to be. Here comes Jeff Bergner looking to the inside. He'll get around the 14 of Reynolds, so Bergner will move up into the 6th spot. And he will now follow right behind the 81 of Greg O'Berry. Just behind them, Cole Haas had a good starting spot inside the top 5. Now he has started to back up through the field. He is currently sitting in the 10th position as he has not been able to find the inside lane. Look at Lynn McNeese, though. The driver out of the NSR Super Speedway stable. That driver currently sitting now in the 10th position as he works to the inside on that 29 of Cole Haas. Lynn McNeese missing in action last week, fell asleep on the recliner, the old man said, as Taylor's going to go sideways down to the apron. He's going to bounce it off the inside wall, but I think he's going to be all right with that. I don't think any contact, there was contact, but I don't think the contact was hard enough to put any damage. There is no incident shown for the driver of the 01, so Taylor does make it to lap number 5 before he throws the car sideways and bounces it off the wall. And now he will lose a couple positions as Daryl Clauter now goes around him for the 16th spot. And Bennett is looking to the outside in his 31 Keystone Motorsports car. But right now it looks like Taylor's going to be able to hold serve down to the bottom lane. We'll have to keep an eye on him to see if it all is going to work out. Back up front, though. Here comes Dobbsy down to the inside. He thought for a moment that he was going to take a peek to the inside there on his teammate. Didn't think it was going to work, so he elected to back out of the throttle. And look at all these guys come out of turn number 4. Here comes the 12 of Randy Johnson. He's going to throw it to the inside on Cole Day. Cole Day is going to give him the room. He's going to give him just enough room that he could put that 12 machine down there. Coming out of the corner, oh, contact behind them. So they're going to stack him up. Hunter Reynolds going to go around, and so is the 21. as no caution is out just yet, as Reynolds is going to try and get the 14 machine back onto, well, back in the right direction. It looked like he went around there for a second. We're going to have to maybe see if we can throw that back and see what just happened there with Hunter Reynolds. I think it happened just in front of him, as it was O'Barry, and this is the replay. O'Barry and Bergner make contact. Reynolds goes down to the inside. Oh, he gets slammed by McNeese with McNeese nowhere to go. And that is what happened there, as it doesn't look like a caution is going to be thrown here. So we stay green flag racing. Cody Levitt, though, going to lead us back around here. He'll lead another one, but now he has Randy Johnson behind him as Cole Day gave up that second position to Randy Johnson. So they will go back to single file. Johnson all over the back end of that number 38 machine. There you see it looking back off the leader's back deck lid. There it is, the 12 machine of Johnson. See how everybody has single filed out. It looks like Jamie Leach is side by side back here, though, with the 01 of Taylor. And a little bit farther back, it's the Keystone Motorsports Group. Oh, look at Danny Valenzuela hang out that right rear. A lot of counter steering going on back there for the driver for the over-the-wall race team. Josiah Millen, though, did slow down for that little bit of a contact issue that was back there with Bergner and the 14 of Reynolds, and he lost a bunch of positions on that as he almost came to a complete stop on the backstretch, so he fell from inside the top 10 all the way back to the 14th position. Now he's going to have a long charge. It looks like about 2 seconds from Millen all the way up to the 88 of Jamie Leach there, and I believe that's Colton Farrow that was sitting down there to the grass. It looks like the 62 machine has gone around here by himself and spun off track, and once again, we will stay into the green flag racing here. Johnson still trying to work over the 38 a day. Here comes J.P. Brennan. Look at Brennan. He's going to go to the inside, and Pogo's going to go down there. They're going to make a little contact in turn 3. Neither driver willing to lift off the throttle here today from Dover. So JP goes up the track. He's got Ira Kohlhaas sitting right there also on that outside lane. O'Barry's trying to make his way back up inside the top. Well, he's inside the top 10, but he would like to be back inside that top 5 where he was. So right now, Pogo, as he works to the inside of Brennan, he will take over the 5th position. Brennan will now have to see if he can hang on, because he is stuck to the outside. As Pogo gets a wiggle, O'Barry's going to have to check up a little, and he goes up in front of J.P. Brennan there. Cole Haas has worked his way down to the bottom. He'll work his way around J.P. Brennan also, so that'll put Brennan all the way back to the 8th position. Johnson now going to get a good run out of turn number 2 here. He'll look to the inside on Cody Levitt. Levitt has led 14 laps here out of the first 14. So he's 14 for 14, but this time by, I believe it's going to be Randy Johnson as he comes out of turn 4 on the inside. He has the lead this time by at the line. So brand new leader here tonight. Going to net himself an extra bonus point here in the championship hunt. So now with Reynolds having a little bit of issues here in the first 10 laps of the race here tonight. And Randy Johnson taking the lead here. That's going to extend the race lead for the championship hunt. Looking at it right about now, after I was talking to drivers in the early stages, as you see Jeff Pogo up the track here, as it looks like the Greg O'Barry machine will get to the inside, and so will Ira Kohlhaas here in just a moment. I was talking to these drivers. They said after about 13 laps to 15 laps out there on track, the tires really start to wear out here at Dover. This concrete really just chews it up with the banking down in the corner here tonight, and especially with the high temperatures, 114 degrees currently out there on track. These drivers are going to have to try and see who can save tires the most. This is probably going to be the most grueling race of the season, at least so far, on tires. We're going to see who can wear them out, who wears them in. Talking about wearing tires out, I'm looking at the lap times. Hunter Reynolds, remember, was involved in that incident. But look at that corner right at the top of your screen there. You see, that's your lead pack. They are coming for Hunter Reynolds. That draft pack last time by, looking at it, 0.2 of a second faster than what the Reynolds machine is by himself. He has about a half straightaway lead currently. if you want to call it a lead, over your leader, as it looks like Millen was back there. I think he might have got a little piece of the wall coming out of turn 2 as Danny Valenzuela in the 04 machine will now take over that 13th position. These guys still sitting at about, call it 3 seconds behind the Lynn McNeese car, who is at the tail end of this field. Well, this little group, I should say. It's going to be Orlando Rivera, Josh Taylor, Jamie Leach, and Lynn McNeese. So that's 10th, 11th, 12th. Here's this group back up here at the front. Cole Haas is going to get shuffled to the outside now this time, and Pogo's going to go around him to the inside. Monkey see, monkey do. You did it to me, I do it to you. A couple laps later, that's how this front group has started to really work. As Cole Day is back into the 3rd position. He is all over his, well, call it an estranged teammate there in Cody Levitt. Used to be teammates a couple years ago, won a team championship together, and then kind of split ways. As Cole Day didn't have quite the time that he needed to put in here on the iRacing platform, so unfortunately Cole Day switching teams this season here for the Season 3 for the IROC Series. He goes to a part-time technical schedule as Jeff Pogo's going to throw her to the inside here on O'Berry. O'Berry's going to go way up the track. He doesn't contest Pogo's position on track, and Pogo now will take over the 5th spot, and O'Berry's going to have to see if he can work to the outside. So 22 laps officially in the books, only 2 leaders here tonight. Levitt led the first 14 laps, and then Randy Johnson has led ever since. And Levitt's going to try and mount the charge to the outside here in turn 3. He won't have it, but will he be able to keep the momentum up? And will he be able to dive underneath the number 12 here of Johnson? Johnson stays low off the corner, so does the Dobbs machine back there in the 4th spot. They are all protecting that inside lane here. They've seen a couple dive moves down into the corner, and well, nobody wants to be the first one to really cause caution, so right now, everybody's being pretty cautious out there as we broke up into a couple different packs now here at Dover. Lynn McNeese has brought her down pit road, and he is back out there, but he has currently shown 2 laps down, so an early pit strategy here for Lynn McNeese. Maybe he thought the tires were just a little far gone, and maybe we're going to see what kind of lap times Lynn McNeese is going to be able to put up compared to our leaders. There you see the NSRA driver, the 84. His teammates look like they are missing in action. Todd Poston and David Gainforth not here at the Dover International Speedway tonight. So Lynn McNeese carrying the only banner for the red machine, the NSRA group. Right now, currently 2 laps down, though, but he does have fresh tires, unlike everybody else. So he has a full tank of fuel, fresh tires, and he is good to go for a little bit of time out there on track. You see 2 lap cars pending out there. That's going to be the 14 of Hunter Reynolds and the 62, the birthday man of Colton Farrow. Everybody has kind of single-filed out here in this front group. It is 8 cars in this front lead pack, all within 1 second of each other, and then you got to go about 2 seconds back behind them. And when you find this group, this is where Lynn McNeese was. He was the caboose in this group of 8, 9, 10, and 11. But now it's just 9, 10, and 11 here. Sitting 2.5 seconds back. 4 seconds back behind them. Then you have this group of cars. It's Danny Valenzuela in the 12th position. Josiah Millen in 13th. Donald Bennett hanging on to the 14th spot. Jeff Bergner is 15th. Michael Bromley is 16th. And Daryl Clauder is sitting there silently back in the 17th position. Way back there, I believe. That was the Lynn McNeese machine. There it is, the 84. Out front, nothing's changed, but caution flag on track as Greg O'Berry is flipping. Greg O'Berry bouncing and flipping and rolling down the banking here. We will have to check back here in just a moment and see what actually happened. Here on lap 29. Looks like Dobbs was up and out of the groove. They make contact 3 wide down the backstretch. 3 wide. J.P. Brennan was down to the inside there when they were 3 wide, and Greg O'Berry comes down the track a little bit. They make contact, and O'Berry, look at Jamie Leach. We'll have to see if we can find the onboard camera with Jamie Leach. Here you see it, J.P. Brennan down to that inside there. Greg O'Berry maybe didn't get the notice from the spotter, comes down the track. They make contact, and then O'Berry up, over, and onto the lid. And then back onto the wheels. So the first caution here of the night going to come out. Let's see if we can find the driver of the 88 of Jamie Leach, riding from literally the dash cam here with the 88. Well, there you see it. Jamie just having enough time to react to that flipping 81 car. As everybody is down pit road here, it looks like. There you see Levitt's down. Johnson is down. Day. Reynolds. This is really going to be a big break for Reynolds and Darrell Clauder. It's going to be a little bit of a, call it a disadvantage for Lynn McNeese, but he looks like right now he is on the lead lap if he would stay out there. He's only been out on track for 7 laps, and not all those have been green flag now. So it looks like he will be back on the lead lap. We'll see how timing and scoring all shakes up here. It's going to be the race off pit road, and I believe Randy Johnson will win the race off pit road, and everybody else is going to madhouse dash to the end of pit road and see where they all will fall. So Johnson leads us out of pit road. Cole Day is second. Cody Levitt is third. Jeff Pogo's fourth. Big Country Cole Haas into the 5th position. Jason Dobbs is sitting there 6th. J.P. Brennan in 7th. Josh Taylor in the 8th spot. Orlando Rivera is 9th. And Jamie Leach is in the 10th spot tonight. That's how things shake up here after the first yellow flag pit stop of the night. They were only called about 10 laps away from green flag pit cycles before that caution came out. So we will have to see where everybody's going to really wind up and shake and bake here tonight. Well, while we're under this yellow, let's see if we can get a word in with the driver who was wrapped up in that wreck. Greg O'Berry, you got a copy. It's Muth up here in the booth.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Greg, it looks like the car is pretty tore up there after that little bit of tumble down there in turns 3 and 4. Is the car going to be all right to continue on here tonight?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think so. I had about 38 seconds there. I got most of it fixed there. I'll try to get the rest of it on the next caution.
On the next caution. So, Greg, how's the racing been, though, so far here in the early stages?
The leader can't get away, so he just bottles everybody up behind him. You get a good run, but it's just nobody's got anywhere that they can go. A couple guys at the front are blocking like crazy and just a little too aggressive, I think. Whoever it was that I spun off their front end, I didn't realize they were down there. I was just trying to give Jason some extra room, and oh well, it happens.
Yeah, racing incident there. J.P. Brennan was down to the inside when you guys were 3 wide. There was absolutely, I don't believe, nowhere anybody was going to go on that one. So tonight, though, Greg, it doesn't look like we're going to have a repeat winner.
Stay tuned, man. You don't know what'll happen.
Oh, there it is. He says he's going to go for it. That's what I just took from that race, fans. So the Nichols Performance driver, the 81 there of Greg O'Berry, had a couple little dings and dents on the car, but it looks like he should be all right, and the iRacing pace car lights are off. Double file, we will go once again, re-rack them, restack them here. We'll go back to green flag racing right around, well, lap 33 here. 68 laps to go once we take the green flag. Hunter Reynolds back out there. He is shown in the 13th spot, and he's got some damage fixed on that machine, so it looks like he's going to be charging through the field here in just a second. But it'll be Randy Johnson, Cole Day on the front row. Then it's going to be Cody Levitt, Jeff Pogo, IROC Haas, Jason Dobbs, Josh Taylor, and then J.P. Brennan. Jamie Leach and Orlando Rivera will round out. The top 10 is the iRacing pace car. About to head to pit road here. There goes the iRacing pace car down onto pit road. The Porsche is out of here. Green flag is about to come out. There it is, green flag waving from the flag stand, and it's going to be Randy Johnson getting a good start down turn number 1. Top 2 single file out immediately. Top 3, 4, 5, everybody got to go single file. You got to go back here to right around the 9th position as Taylor holds on to the 9th position, and Jamie Leach will hold on to his 10th spot. So pretty much everybody here as they come out of turn number 4. Back to the first lap of green flag. Cole Haas going to go wide out of turn number 4. That's going to open up the door as Dobbs going to throw the nose of the 985 down there. He will not. Cole Haas will hold on to that position, and there is a big scruffle back here. Is that the 40 of Millen looking to the inside here on the 08 of Rivera? That'll be the battle for the 9th position. Just out of front of Millen there is the 88 of Jamie Leach. JP Brennan hard into the outside wall coming out of turn number 4. Looks like he gets himself a 4X there for hitting the wall, and he will keep on digging, but that's going to really close up the 88 and the 40 to the JP Brennan machine. Cole Haas once again up the track out of turn number 2. Cole Haas going to hit the wall hard there. Dobbs going to let him back in line, though, so they will go once again back single file for the first 6 positions. JP Brennan just a little bit farther back off that group now. It looks like Jamie Leach is almost caught up to him. Taylor going to go a little low there after he just hit the turn 4 exit wall. Bennett going to move to the outside of him. So now it'll be 2 of the Midnight Runners drivers. Taylor and Bergner lined up to the inside nose to tail. And there is that green machine. Hunter Reynolds still sitting in the 14th spot. Lost 1 position here on this restart. Maybe he's just trying to feel it out here. He drives it in real hard to the back bumper of Jeff Bergner. Got to give Bergner a good push down the front straightaway. Bennett going to go high, going to lose a lot of his momentum there, so Bennett now going to be on the backward slide. Out front, though, nothing has changed in the front. It is still the 12 of Randy Johnson, the 37 of Cole Day as they work out of turn 4. They'll be completing lap 37 here tonight. Almost to the halfway point here. 13 more laps before we hit halfway. There you see the 3811 having a little bit of blinking connection issues. JP Brennan here. Gonna lose a spot. 2 spots. Almost 3 spots. Here comes Orlando Rivera. That'll put JP back to the 10th position. JP wisely just eases up. Goes to the outside. He'll duck back into the line and he'll regain with the draft. Looks like, oh, we missed it, but the 37 of Day got to the inside there on the 12 of Johnson. So Day goes to the lead. Levitt follows in tow. Then Jeff Pogo will follow through. Where will Johnson wind up once all this cycles through? Will he just have to try and find his way back in line behind Dobbs? We'll have to find out. Cole Day going to come back across here. He'll lead his 2nd lap here of the night. So we have had officially 3 leaders here from the Dover International Raceway now before the halfway point tonight. Johnson has led the most laps with 23 laps currently. Levitt has led 14 laps. He runs into the 2nd position. I don't think Levitt or Pogo right now are going to be pulling out behind the 37. I think they're just going to pretty much sit there and ride in line. So they're coming back across the line. It will be lap 40 completed. Well, what do you say with everybody single filed out here and a long race to go? Let's go crank it up style just a little bit. And as we do that, look what happens out on track. They just had the big one back there. A lot of drivers up on their lids, a lot of drivers mangled. We're going to have to really dissect what just went wrong down there in the corner. It all happened at the front of the field here. Jeff Pogo involved in this. Cody Levitt. Oh, it looks like Cole Haas goes to the inside, tries to make the move that Pogo's made a couple times. They get wrapped up, and the track clogs. Orlando Rivera going to spin the 40. He's going to hit the Dobbs machine. Johnson's going to go for a huge tumble. I believe Bennett is down there involved in that. I believe the 7 of Michael Bromley is down there, possibly somewhere involved. So the replay out of turn number 2 here. watching that blue 29 and the purple 24 of Jeff Pogo. Both of them going to go for a little bit of a ride. See, Dobbs almost make it good. And oh, was that the 01 of Taylor that came in and hit Johnson? J.P. Brennan goes down pit road. Grego Berry's going to go down pit road. Bromley actually sneaks by on the outside. And I believe that's Jeff Bergner who is up on the lid. We'll have to go back a little bit here. And I think we can ride on the nose camera here of the 01 of Josh Taylor here coming into turn number 3. Jeff Pogo on board with Jeff Pogo here when this all goes wrong. He gets T-boned and up and over he goes and winds up on his lid down there. So a lot of guys having to take a tow back to pit road here. And everybody else has already come down pit road just like that as we dissect that yellow flag there. But we sure do hope Dale's all right. Right now, though, after the caution flag here on lap 43, and the yellow flag pit stops, it's going to be Cole Day, Cody Levitt, Jamie Leach, Hunter Reynolds up to the 4th position for all you Reynolds fans. How about the draft top ABV driver, Michael Bromley, up to the 5th position. Danny Valenzuela is 6th. Cole Haas is currently in the 7th position, and I believe everybody from this point on back has a lot of damage done to their vehicles, and they are all down pit road pretty much. Colton Farrow is back out on track after sitting on pit road for quite a long time. He had repairs from an earlier incident on his car. Lynn McNeese is back out on track. It looks like he was actually pretty clean there coming through that yellow flag. He actually had stopped to the outside. Daryl Clotter back out on track. Grego Berry also on this yellow flag, taking some time down there on pit road to get some damages done. You saw him go straight through pit road when that mayhem kind of started there. Josiah Millen back out on track. He had a little bit of damage, but it looks like his car is pretty well clean. I think the crew was able to beat and bang all the dents out of that one. Donald Bennett going to come out of pit road with his 31 machine, and he will be the last one shown onto the lead lap, so a lot of drivers involved in that one. Danny Valenzuela, Josiah Millen, Ira Kohlhaas, Donald Bennett, Jeff Bergner, J.P. Brennan, Jason Dobbs, Randy Johnson, Josh Taylor, Jeff Pogo, and Orlando Rivera. All are getting wrapped up here in the caution flag. So the big one happening here from the monster. Miles reached out, grabbed the cars, and we're going to have to see how many drivers are going to be able to finish this one. Right now, Jeff Pogo, Josh Taylor, Randy Johnson, all still sitting down on pit road. But it looks like, with the lights out on the pace car, we'll have 54 laps here when we go back green flag racing. It's going to be Day, then Levitt, Leach, then Reynolds. iRacing Porsche pace car onto pit road here. Cole Day bringing them down nice and slowly. There it is, the green flag officially waving here. Day going to get a really good start. Let's see what the teammates do here. Levitt's going to jump down in front of his teammate there. Reynolds also going to follow suit, so they're single file out for the top 4 positions. 2 teammates, though, are going to battle it out like men here from this concrete mile. Bromley to the inside. Cole Haas on the outside. I don't know about you race fans. I may be a little bit nervous right now of watching that 7 machine to the inside. Sideways out of turn number 4 is Michael Bromley. As he goes sideways, he tries to follow up right in front there on that 90 or the 84 of Lynn McNeese, and he will. And now the entire field is single filed out here behind our leader of Cole Day. There it is. You see everybody single file. O'Barry, though, thinking otherwise. He's going to look to the inside here on Donald Bennett out of turn 4. O'Barry with a tore-up race car, and Bennett with a couple scratches, we'll call them, on his machine. So Barry still trying to work over Bennett. This would be the battle for the 11th and the 12th spot on track. Johnson and Taylor and Pogo still sitting on pit road, 8 laps down. All those drivers had to tow. Orlando Rivera is the only driver tonight out of the event here from the Dover International Speedway here for round number 10 for the Salt Flat IROC Series. As you see, O'Berry complete the pass now officially on Bennett. And no, Bennett and Valenzuela almost making contact. I believe that's the 21 of Jeff Bergner that got around there from Danny Valenzuela. He is a lap down, so he's just kind of in the mix there. 2 laps down. He would be the lucky dog recipient, though, currently. Here comes the green machine. 14 of Reynolds going to go to the inside on Leach here at a corner exit. And behind them, Lynn McNeese, and then a whole gaggle of cars side by side. Here on lap 52, slicing and dicing here at the front of the field. Here comes Hunter Reynolds. He was spun from the front of the field when he got wrapped up in that, I believe it was lap 7. Randy Johnson has called it a night here tonight, though. It looks like the 12 machine is done. So with Randy Johnson leading a lap here tonight, but having some bad luck, and it looks like it's going to end right here for him. Hunter Reynolds now could really start to close the gap in the points championship. He is running 3rd. He doesn't have a lap led, but that green machine is fast. As you see the 38 of Levitt going to look to the inside here on Cole Day. And Reynolds is going to push the 38 to try and get him out and around that 37 machine. Day going to hang on to the outside. At the line, though, it will be the 38 of Cody Levitt going back to the point here tonight. He will lead his 15th lap here at Dover. Just over the halfway point here tonight, race fans. 2 yellow flags in the first 50 laps of this one. 1 big one that took out a bunch of good, strong contenders at the front of the field. And now we watch Cole Day and Cody Levitt race side by side. And Hunter Reynolds has worked his way back through the field. Ivor Kohlhaas inside the top 5 here. Jamie Leach is running in the 5th spot. Look at who is running 6th, though, and getting a push from the 7 of Michael Bromley. They are starting to run down the front pack, and that's Lynn McNeese. And right behind them as your leaders battle, it's the man that's stuck in no man's land. That's the number 40 here of Josiah Millen. He is running in the 7th spot, followed by, it is the 21 of Jeff Bergner, but he is not on the same lap. Dobbs and Bergner, though, are racing for the lucky dog position. They both are currently 2 laps down along with J.P. Brennan. J.P.'s a little bit farther back there, it looks like. So it is just these 2 battling for that 14th spot, which would be the lucky dog, and Dobbs has the inside advantage this time. So Dobbs will take over that 14th spot, but up front, Cole Day still holding strong to the outside with that 37 machine. Levitt's going to open the door. What will Reynolds do? Levitt opens the door, but slams it shut real fast. Just so that 14 there of Hunter Reynolds wasn't able to get to the inside, but Levitt's going to have a couple blinks there at the front of the field, and that is going to move him up the track just a little bit. Reynolds going to get a really good run out of turn 4. He's going to peek to the inside. He's going to show Levitt that I'm here. I am fast. I am really impressed on how good Cole Day has been able to hold that outside lane here. We haven't seen the outside lane work for anybody so far here in this race at Dover. And right now, Cole Day is at least being able to hold strong onto the outside. Another driver that's holding strong to the outside. Lynn McNeese is just hanging out there, holding his own. Bromley will slide up in front of him out of turn 4. What will Reynolds do? When will Reynolds say enough is enough and I'm coming around you, Cody Levitt? He definitely has a fast number 14 here tonight at Dover. He had a really strong qualifying run, was inside the top 5. Got wrapped up in an incident, almost went a lap down, and now, thanks to the yellow flags, has found himself hunting and searching for a way to take the lead here tonight. Look at Lynn McNeese. He went from the outside down to the inside, and now he's going to look inside of Cole Haas for that 4th spot. Day is still holding strong on that outside lane. I'm very impressed. Reynolds is right there, though. He has not been able to shake Cole Day. Cloud cover coming over the speedway here at Dover. You can see the sun, but look at the track usage here. The sun barely peeking out. It looks like Jeff Pogo has brought the 24 back out on track. Levitt going to go up the track. Cole Day back down the track. Reynolds to the outside. They're going to make contact at the start-finish line. Cole Day rubbing fenders with the 14 of Reynolds at the front of the field here. Now they all single file out. Front of the field is single file. Cole Haas taking a peek down to the inside on Reynolds. Will not be able to do it this time. So single file, they are the first 8 drivers. Here comes Cole Haas now. He will look to the inside of Reynolds down here in turn number 1. Sticks the nose of the ABV 29 blue machine down there. Baby blue, here it comes. Big country Cole Haas all bucked up coming to the front. Reynolds going to go up the track. That's not going to be good. He's going to lose another position. Lynn McNeese will get around him. Now Reynolds in the outside lane with nowhere to go. He has an opening to get down there right in front of the 88 of Jamie Leach, so he will slot from the 2nd position all the way back to 6th currently, and he's going to go right back onto the attack. He's going to go to the inside here on the 7 of Bromley. Bromley goes up the track. He lets the 14 of Reynolds go right on by. Now he'll slot behind him. Now Lynn McNeese going to dive to the inside here on IROC Cole Haas. They just keep shuffling them back and forth here. Taking a look, I believe they will have to make one more pit stop here tonight from Dover. The question is it going to be just fuel only? Will it be a 2-tire stop for a lot of these drivers? Will it be a 4-tire stop and a little bit of fuel? We are going to find out tonight. Cole Haas still up the track in that 29 ABV machine. Lynn McNeese, Hunter Reynolds will work around him. To the inside, here comes Bromley now. So they single file out. Nothing happening towards the back of this pack either. It looks like Bennett is leading this charge. O'Berry just out in front of him just by a little bit. Valenzuela all over the back bumper here of Bennett. Will he go down to the inside of him down here in turn 1? He will. They will race side by side in turn number 1. For the 10th and the 11th position. Right now, Valenzuela having one of the better runs of his season so far. It may only be a battle for the 10th position, but that is still a top 10 finishing spot here tonight. A little bit farther back, they have that 21 there of Jeff Bergner, and then Darrell Clauder. Bergner not on the same lap, but Clauder is. Jamie Leach going to get passed by the 40 of Millen down to the inside. And here comes Jason Dobbs. He has a fast machine. It's a little disappointing probably under the helmet there, under the headset for the 985 out of Tennessee, as he has a super fast car, but being 2 laps down, he has a lot of ground to make up here. He's going to need some help tonight, as we have a pass up here for the 2nd position. Also, look at McNeese rubbing fenders with the 37 of Cole Day down there in 1 and 2. They were definitely passing each other. A couple adult beverages back and forth there in the corners. Lynn McNeese going to roll the bottom down there. Got a little loose there. I think he may even got a shot from the 14 of Hunter Reynolds in the rear end. Trying to get that 84 machine here up to the front. Lynn McNeese has the super speedway experience, but when it comes to these smaller tracks, sometimes that driver finds himself a little bit towards mid-pack. But tonight, Lynn is saying, I'm here by myself. I have no team orders but to go for it. And he finds himself here with 28 laps to go, running in the second position. Look at him dive to the inside. He's going to make contact. They're going to go 3 wide down here in the corner. Day going to go up and almost slap the outside wall. He's going to lose a bunch of positions. Reynolds now going to get to the inside on Lynn McNeese, and he will try and take the second position from him. Cole Haas is also right there in the 29 machine. Bromley still hanging there in the 5th spot. Look who's up to 6th now. Big J. Millen. Josiah Millen coming to the front of the field here in the late going. He's being pushed by Dobbs. Dobbs has been able to get to the back bumper of the 40, but hasn't tried to go around Millen. It looks like he's just been giving him some shots down the straightaway, trying to get him farther up into the field. Cole Day going to look to the inside here on Dobbs. That's not the battle for position. What is the battle for position is Lynn McNeese, who runs to the outside there behind Country Cole Haas. Give Cole Haas a little bit of a push down into 1, but right now your leader is Cody Levitt. Hunter Reynolds, Ivor Cole Haas, your top 3. Michael Bromley is sitting 4th. Lynn McNeese, and the caution flag is out. Jeff Bergner has gone around here on the front stretch. So as Jeff Bergner goes around to bring out a yellow flag here in the late stages, that's going to allow these drivers to pit for the final time here tonight, I believe. Where was Jeff Bergner? Oh, Jeff Bergner is going to go up and slide and hit the wall. Going to bounce it off Bennett. And he's going to go around and hard contact with the inside wall for the driver of the 21 of Jeff Bergner. So Bergner making outside wall contact, bouncing off Bennett. That's what's going to put us here under the yellow flag with just about 25 laps to go here tonight. And as we have a moment, we will step away real quick and get a little drink here as the old throat's a little sore tonight here at Dover. Don't go anywhere. More green flag racing action here to finish out round number 10 here for the Salt Flat IROC Series.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Assist to the front bumper, and he hits him again now. Ray Alfala into the outside wall.
Gonna pass nearly 3 cars down that front straightaway. and he's going to get them all done with. What amazing.
Lead to the inside goes Logan Cloudman is going to touch in. Pit press sideways.
saved it.
What a save.
Looks to the outside, and Cronkite goes off. De Jong into second place.
Going for the switchback. Oh, pinpoint driving.
It's howling down to the inside.
I tried, there's contact though.
Slide left of the racetrack. Chris Benner drives it back down underneath, and he takes that second spot right back. Joker goes to Garrett Lowe. Garrett Lowe should take victory with all that contact.
He's going to try and make the move around the outside the Parabolica. That's not going to work, but he's going to try and get the cut back here. Get the run out the Parabolica. That's beautifully done there. Michael Schumacher, there's a little bit of door banging as well.
Welcome back here, race fans, to Dover. Lights on the iRacing pace car off, and everybody has taken their final pit stop here of the night. The lineup has been shaken. It has been stirred here tonight. Now, it will be Cody Levitt out front, leading Lynn McNeese, Josiah Millen. How about Greg O'Berry back up inside the top 5 here for the Nichols Performance Group? Cole Day is sitting back there 5th. Hunter Reynolds is 6th. Jamie Leach is 7th. Country Cole Haas is 8th. Bromley is 9th. And Bennett rounds out the top 10 here. 21 lap shootout it will be here to the finish as the iRacing pace car goes down early. Levitt going to get a good jump. Millen sleeping on the tree. It's going to stagger the field out real quick here. With only 21 laps to go, Levitt's going to try and run away and hide here. Everybody, as you can see on screen, completely single files out here as we go back to racing. Greg O'Berry, though. Oh, McNeese going to tag the wall. Here comes Greg O'Berry storming for the second position. Greg O'Berry with his damaged 81. McNeese going to go sideways. McNeese is going to tangle him up in turn number 4. Well, if they weren't damaged before, they all are now. Look at Millen, topsy-turvy. Darrell Clauder involved. Colton Farrow, J.P. Brennan, all on their lids here. Well, that's gonna destroy a bunch of them here at Dover. This is the replay with 20 laps to go out of turn 4. Watch McNeese just get sideways. Millen into the outside wall. Day into the outside wall. Leach, look at Millen go up and over. Valenzuela comes to a spin. J.P. Brennan and Darrell Clauder do their best impression of, I guess, roll over. Jeff Pogo completely comes to a complete stop back there. Let's see if we can go on board here with Josiah Millen. Well, if you unmute your microphone, you can talk. What you see there is a whole bunch of wadded up cars on the front stretch here. So now, everything that we were talking about prior to that, about shake them up, shake the lineups up, now, now we are gonna shake everything up. It's gonna be Cody Levitt, and he didn't come down pit road. He said with under 20 to go, I got my tires, this is my bed, I'm going to go lay in her. Cody Levitt, Greg O'Berry, Hunter Reynolds, Michael Bromley, Ira Kohlhaas, Donald Bennett, Danny Valenzuela, all those drivers right now seem to be okay. All their cars are all right. Everybody else, a lap down. Dobbs, Cole Day, Jamie Leach, J.P. Brennan, Josiah Millen, Daryl Clauter, all wrapped up in that wreck. Lynn McNeese, wrapped up in that wreck. All multiple laps down now. So I guess you could say something right here along the lines of, look at the timing and scoring. Let's see, we'll take this away. We'll bring this down for you right now. You can see all 20 drivers that took the green flag here tonight and where they're actually at. So 7 drivers on the lead lap. And look at those R's sitting there. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Reynolds, Bromley, and Kohlhaas. All rookies here with the Salt Flat IROC Series. None of them have a win. The drivers that are on the lead lap currently that have wins in the IROC Series are Levitt and O'Berry. Everybody else on the lead lap still looking for their first actual IROC Series win. So could we have a first-time winner with the Salt Flat IROC Series? Reynolds has been close a handful of times. Bennett has a couple top 5s to his name. He was close a couple years ago at Pocono, running inside the top 3 most of the night. Unfortunately, getting wrapped up in something there and not having the finish he wanted to. Valenzuela having a couple top 5s to his name, just never been able to seal the deal. Could tonight be the night here at Dover? When we take the green flag, it'll be 16 laps to go here from Dover. Just waiting on the iRacing pace car to make the left-hand turn down to pit road. Looks like currently 11 drivers still out on track. Cole Day, Jamie Leach, Millen, and Clauter are sitting on pit road here. Green flag officially going to go back into the air. And Levitt with, once again, a huge jump over the rest of the field here. So with 16 laps to go, how hard do they battle it out? Bennett will battle with Valenzuela for the 6th position. As they're making contact, and Bennett going to go up into the wall. Valenzuela and Bennett going to make contact, and now Jeff Pogo gets involved in that. And I believe Donald Bennett going to be disqualified here tonight at the Dover International Speedway. So watch this restart here. We'll see if we can just go right up and over top here. Two drivers battling for that 6th position on track. Looks like Valenzuela slides up the track a little bit into Bennett. Dobbs going to get involved in that. And then Jeff Pogo with just absolutely nowhere to go. So that puts us under yellow with about 15, coming to get 14 to go. It's Cody Levitt out front. And I am looking at the incident points, and it does look like Donald Bennett going to get a DQ here in the late stages of this one at Dover. And the way things are looking, he might fall to the 10th position right now. I don't think he'll lose any more positions than that unless Cole Day, Jamie Leach, Josiah Millen, or Daryl Clauter can get back out there on track. But it'll leave all those drivers having engine damage done to their machines. So we'll see where Bennett's going to wind up here tonight. So after that, it looks like J.P. Brennan will get a lap back here. So it'll be 1 lap down for the driver of the 09 now. He'll be sitting in the 9th position. But we talked about how things were going to be changed at the front. It'll still be Cody Levitt leading us here with Greg O'Berry, Hunter Reynolds, Michael Bromley, and Ira Kohlhaas. 5 drivers left on the lead lap here at Dover. And when we go back green flag racing, it'll be about, I believe, 11 laps to go when we take the green flag here tonight. It's been a rough one here from the Dover International Raceway, or Speedway, for a lot of these drivers. And, well, I don't think the night is over just yet. There you see Dobbs. He's going to come down pit road. He'll put 4 fresh tires on. He is running in the 6th spot currently. 1 lap down. The only other drivers a lap down was JP Brennan, who just got a wave around, and Danny Valenzuela. So they'll be racing 3 cars. As Danny's going to go another lap down, so it'll just come down to JP Brennan and Jason Dobbs as your 2 lap down guys racing for a lucky dog out there. I'm trying to recall and remember a couple years ago when we came here to the Dover International Raceway. Who exactly was the winner? Here at the Dover International Speedway. I don't have that stat on me, but for some reason, my mind keeps thinking that it's actually Cody Levitt who won that race. Waiting to see who's going to come back out on track. It looks like Danny Valenzuela will stay on pit road currently. So, with the lights going out, it will be 11 laps as we tried to find that stat for your race fans. Unfortunately, not able to pull it up here, but Cody Levitt will lead us back to the green flag with Greg O'Berry, Hunter Reynolds, Michael Bromley, Ira Kohlhaas, Colton Farrow lining up there. He is not in that actual position. Your top 5 with Levitt, O'Berry, Bromley, Reynolds, Kohlhaas, your top 5 drivers. Dobbs and JP Brennan. Then it's Colton Farrow, Danny Valenzuela, and Donald Bennett running in the 7th position. So those literally 8 drivers left here at Dover here tonight. The track temp was hot earlier. The temperatures under the helmets here tonight at the end of this one are even hotter. iRacing Porsche pace car going to go down and away, and we will go back to green flag racing here. Levitt with a huge jump here in this on this restart. It'll be 11 laps to go. That time by at the line is the iRacing flagman waving his arm like crazy. With Levitt getting a good start there, then kind of jumbles it up there between the 81 there of O'Berry and Reynolds. Reynolds had a good look to the inside, but he was not able to take it. O'Berry going to overshoot the corner. Here comes Reynolds. He's going to put the nose of the 14 down there. He will take over the 2nd position, and now he's going to go for the lead. Here comes Reynolds to the inside of the 38. Levitt going to leave the inside open. Here comes Reynolds. Reynolds going to look for the lead out of turn 2. Levitt still able to hold that outside groove for just the time being. With 10 laps to go, we're at 9 laps. So big wiggle out of the 38 of Levitt. Here comes Country Kohlhaas. He's going to go to the inside. Not going to have the momentum. Reynolds going to slam the door. 9 laps to go here tonight. Looks like Greg O'Berry has fallen back a little bit in the 81 machine. Maybe so much or too much damage on the nose of that 81 machine. Going to take him maybe out of contention here tonight, but it is not over. The fat lady has not sung. Reynolds will come around this time. He'll see 9 laps to go. Look at Bromley sitting back there. The 4th car, the blue car. So 2 ABV drivers here inside the top 5 in the closing stages of this one. Could one of them possibly pull out the W here tonight? I saw a practice race last night, and Country Kohlhaas was in it. He finished 2nd last night right here at the Dover International Raceway in a Cup car. As he goes to the inside here, Reynolds not going to give him much room. Reynolds going to go up the track. The door is open for Kohlhaas now to go to the inside here. He's going to go down to the inside, and Bromley's going to give him a little bit of a push. Contact into turn 3. Reynolds going to go high up the track. A little bit of a hip check from the driver of the 29 to the 14. Now, it's Cole Haas at the line with 6 laps to go here at Dover. It's Cole Haas, it's Bromley, it's Levitt, Reynolds, and O'Berry, the top 5 as they go down into turns 1 and 2. Out of turn 2, Levitt going to go to the inside. Here comes the 14 of Reynolds. He's going to go even lower. They all blow the corner. Here comes that 81 of O'Berry. He's now going to look to the inside on the 14 of Reynolds. Reynolds overshot the corner. They really drove it in really hard that time. Reynolds now going to have to try and hang on to the 4th position from Greg O'Berry. It was 5 laps to go that time by at the line. Up at the top of the wall is Jamie Leach there trying to stay out of your race leader's way. Down into 3 once again. It will be Cole Haas, Bromley, Levitt all over the back bumper of Bromley, and then they're still side by side for the 5th spot. Looks like O'Berry's going to take the 4th spot from Reynolds. Reynolds going to come back to the inside here. Look at the block being thrown by the 81. Reynolds going to have to go all the way down to the apron. They are just racing that hard for the 4th position on track. These two right now could have a good, solid top 5 finish here, but they could wind up making contact yet and losing those spots on track. Right now, Reynolds going to work back to the inside and see if he can drive away this time by. It'll be 3 laps to go for Cole Haas, Bromley, and Levitt. Still nose to tail at the front of this one. Nose to tail behind them for the 4th and 5th position now. Dobbs is back out there running. Oh, Reynolds going to go way down onto the bottom there, as he's going to actually get a really huge shot to the back bumper by the time they get to turn 3 there. This time by for Cole Haas. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more laps, 2 more miles here around Dover. Levitt going to go to the inside on Bromley. It's now or never for Levitt. Levitt goes to the inside. He'll take the 2nd position. Bromley will try and mount a charge. They didn't take too long to get that all sorted out. Bromley falls in line, and he now pushes the 38 back here into turn number 3. Levitt going to kind of arc the corner just a little bit. See if he can get a good run off. Cole Haas going to hold the bottom, though. Way down on the bottom. Cole Haas goes in the 29. White flag here tonight at Dover. We're going to finish this one in regulation. Levitt's going to go up the track. Here comes Bromley. Bromley and Levitt going to make contact coming out of turn number 2. Bromley down to the inside here. Will he have the run on Cole Haas? Will he be able to throw her down there to the bottom? He will not. Cole Haas is going to come out of turn number 4. He's going to see the checkered flag for the first time here in the Salt Flat IROC Series. IROC, Cole Haas will finish P number 1. Coming home in 2nd, going to be his teammate of Michael Bromley. Cody Levitt will hang on to a 3rd place finish. Greg O'Berry finishes 4th. Hunter Reynolds comes back for a 5th place finish here tonight. And Jason Dobbs is in the 6th position. J.P. Brennan is 7th. Colt and the birthday boy Farrow comes home 8th tonight. Jamie Leach is 9th. Danny Valenzuela is shown in the 10th position. Donald Bennett is in the 11th spot. Well, race fans, find your favorite driver at the top of the screen here. Where did he finish tonight? We can tell you this man right here, Ira Cole Haas, is going to be your winner tonight here from the Dover Raceway. Congratulations to Ira winning his first ever race here with the Salt Flat IROC Series. So congratulations to Cole Haas, Bromley, and Levitt tonight. Your top 3 drivers. Cole Haas going to go do a little bit of celebrating. We're going to step away for a moment, see if we can get your top 3. Welcome back here, race fans, to the Dover International Speedway. A new winner with the Salt Flat IROC Series has officially emerged here, and it's none other than Ira Kohlhaas. I have caught up with the man here in Victory Lane. Big Country, that car is all bucked up here tonight, and you're in Victory Lane. How's it feel to pull off your first win here with the Salt Flat IROC Series?
It's about time. I've been close. I was really close at couple of weeks ago. I felt like I had a car that was good, and stuff happened in front of me. Got into it, and Gateway was another good one. Almost had a top 5 there, but it was time for the streak of being in other people's mess to be over with.
Yeah, you got into it a little bit early on with somebody out there on track. Tell us about the racing, though, at Dover. What did you do out there tonight to be able to put yourself in contention? That racing looked pretty hard-nosed out there.
It was pretty hard-nosed. You had to get a run off people, or off the corners on people, and make a quick move going into the next corner, or catch somebody making a mistake, go around them on the high side. When me and Pogo got into it there, I mean, it was a racing deal. It sucks that it happened. Me and Jeff have raced a lot together, but I let him do it 3 or 4 times, and that time I was there and wasn't moving.
Yeah, you weren't moving. The only place you were moving here tonight, Country, is towards the front of the field. It's got to feel good with a lot of these guys out there, like Cole Day, Greg O'Berry, Hunter Reynolds, Cody Levitt, some of the top-notch guys here in the Salt Flat IROC Series, and now to etch your name up there with some of the likes of Tim Smith, Jeff Pogo, Josiah Millen, and even Craig Schwartz, some of those top-tier guys that have got wins over here. It's got to feel pretty good.
It does feel pretty good, man, and I hope this is tip of the iceberg, man. There's many more to come with this stuff. I'm getting a lot better at it and figuring out what I got to do at certain parts of the race, and hopefully you're going to see Big Country a lot more.
Yeah, it's your first season here with the IROC Series. You know, it hasn't been all glory really for you this year. You only have a handful of top 5 or top 10 finishes. It's only been 3 top 10 finishes coming back at Las Vegas. One of them, Phoenix, was another, and Gateway was your best finish of the year. Now, tonight, coming in, we had 3 races left. Now, going forward, we're going to head to the Kansas Speedway, and then we're going to head over to the Tricky Triangle. Out of those next 2 races coming up to wind down the season here, where do you think Country can find himself back in Victory Lane at?
I would love to do it at Pocono since they're in June. Would absolutely love to take the victory there, but I struggle at those tracks where it's just wide open and follow the leader, and basically the cookie cutter ones. I like the ones where you got to put more wheel into it. This definitely was one of those.
Well, you'll be able to do that in 2 weeks' time at Pocono, because that is the Tricky Triangle. That is 3 corners that don't line up at all. But hey, Country, congratulations on winning. I see your spotter up there waiting to go celebrate with you and the boys here tonight. Before we let you go, though, here on your first win, we're going to roll out the red carpet for you. We're going to hand you the microphone. Is there anybody you got to thank for parking this 29 here tonight in Victory Lane?
Well, first of all, we got to thank the good Lord up above, and I got to thank my wife, my daughter, for kind of leaving me alone and letting me do this. Got to thank one of my sponsors that's on most every car that I do, RJS Automotive, Randy Sellers from Mayfield, Kentucky. He's one of the reasons why I'm into racing as big as I am. Got to thank Bromley for designing these paints. All the guys at Bohica Esports, Brandon Massey and Aaron Davidson and all them guys, we work really well together. And like I said earlier, just the tip of the iceberg. Let's get more.
Well, there you heard it from the driver out of the bucked-up Bohica Esports team. Tonight, Ira Kohlhaas going to etch his name into the record book for winning with the Salt Flat IROC Series. So congratulations to the driver of the 29. Hope to talk to him more often here in the future. But right alongside him here, coming to congratulate him in Victory Lane, we have his teammate, the number 7 of Michael Bromley. Mike, another great finish here tonight for you, and it's coming at a track that's not far from you right now.
Yeah, man, this is great. I'm still too happy almost to talk.
Well, it's kind of hard to sometimes put great finishes into words and try and make sense of things, but tell us about the track. We heard from Cole Haas telling us if you had a run, you had to take it here tonight. You took it here to the front underneath Cody Levitt with only a handful of laps to go. Did you think you were in the catbird seat here tonight to possibly sneak one away here from Miles the Monster?
I wouldn't say I thought I was going to win. I felt good about the ABV team coming in. But, you know, I got to give a lot of shout outs to the guys out here in the field. Cautions sometimes are misleading. And even though we had a few tonight, these guys are hard-nosed racers who are willing to put it out there every lap. And there's a lot to say for that. Cody racing me hard and clean there at the end. That was some of the most fun racing I've had since I can't even know when. But tonight was all about kind of staying clean until it came down to the Gridiron Gang.
And at the end, all the gloves were off, and you came home sitting here in second, right on the tail there of your teammate. Did it ever occur to you that you could possibly just dive her down into the corner and go up there and get Cole Haas and sneak Bromley a win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, everybody always thinks about it, but the team mentality comes into mind once you're seeing your teammate out ahead of you. You kind of go into defense mode for the guys behind you, and I'll tell you, Cody made it difficult for me. I was driving out of my mirror most of those last 10 laps. So, again, can't give enough credit out to them, but I wanted to see Big Country win or me, any of the ABV guys. It's always good to see Bohica come out here and represent.
Yeah, so a good, strong showing 1 and 2 here for the team, Mike. But, you know, going forward, we head to Kansas. I know you have a little experience running at that track, and are you looking forward to next week?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking as forward to next week, if I'm being completely honest, as I am to Pocono, and then as I was today. I feel like the mile and a half in these are kind of like running Daytona or Talladega. It's kind of what you can get out of your car and the good luck that you can run into. So we'll see how it goes. Kansas has some character to it, so happy to see it.
All right, well, Mike, before we step away here, who do you got to thank for parking this machine here in the second position tonight, one spot behind your teammate?
Oh, man, first off, I want to give a shout-out to my dad. He's always out there watching all the races. Got to give a shout-out to Draft Top Bar Tools, Drink Topless, drafttop.com. Go check them out. They believe in me. They sponsored me, so pretty cool to get them out here and get them some publicity. Got to thank Bohica Esports. We collaborate a lot when it comes to pre-race talks and everything, so a lot of strategy build up there. And I got to thank all my brothers and sisters who serve alongside of me, protecting this country every day.
Well, there you heard it from the driver of the number 7 here tonight. Gonna finish in the second position. We've also caught up, though, with the driver who finishes third here tonight, Cody Levitt. Cody, you led the most laps. Unfortunately, it's going to only result in a third-place finish. What more did you need here at the end of this one to beat those ABV boys who finished 1-2?
I think I just need to put a little more door into Bromley there. Maybe I would have got something, but it was fun driving. Hard. I don't know what else I could have done. The car got real loose. Driving it that hard on the high line, I couldn't keep up with them. So, congrats to them though, for sure.
Yeah, we tried to look back through the notes of right around a little over the halfway point here tonight. We couldn't really recall who won the last race at Dover for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Do you know that one off the top of your head?
I was going for back-to-back, you know?
Well, see, we thought it was possibly that 38 machine, but we couldn't really remember. So, I mean, it's got to be kind of a heartbreak, but a good night all in all when you really think about the points night with all the guys who really had some problems here tonight that were ahead of you in the point standings. So, a third-place finish really can't feel all that bad.
No, it feels real good, because, I mean, I got out of here with no incidents. Led the most laps, got a lap led, got the pole. Real good points night, and the person that I'm chasing had one. So we'll see what the points look like after this race, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and I'm also taking a look here at the timing and scoring, Cody. I believe you're the only driver that's going to come out of here and tell Miles that you didn't have an incident point, so he can take his monster mile and shove it. No incident points for you here tonight, so that's going to be another bonus point, I believe, heading forward.
There we go. You just got to run out front for 90 laps, and then you're good.
Well, Cody, it was a good run here. You heard it from the other drivers. I know Kansas in the Cup car for you is a pretty fun race, but what do you think about heading to Pocono? You've been to Pocono quite a few times, not only with the Street Stocks IROC category here, last couple of years. How do you feel about rounding out the season here with the next 2 races?
Not too excited about Kansas. To be honest, I'm not really excited about Pocono either, just because it's really hard to get myself into a rhythm at that track. Like every time I race there, it's like the first 3/4 of the race, I'm just slow, and then the last half, the last fourth, I'm finally just like, okay, I know what I'm doing now. So it's just there's going to be a lot of bump drafting there. Maybe cars can get away from each other in that tunnel turn in turn 3. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll have to find out here in a couple weeks here. But Cody, who do you got to thank for parking this Deeper Darker Doom machine here on the podium tonight?
Gotta thank my teammates. Both had some rough stuff happen to them this race, but they're here. They're helping me out, telling me what to do. Gotta thank you, obviously, for broadcasting this. It's always a blast. And thank my parents. And go Knights go. That's the last thing I can say. Hockey game comes on in like 5 minutes.
Well, the Las Vegas kid of Cody Levitt, all jacked up mainly about, well, not his finish, more about his Go Knights that are coming up here in just a little bit. So congratulations, though, to Cody Levitt for finishing 3rd here tonight here at the Dover International Speedway. We had a first-time winner tonight in IROC Kohlhaas, Michael Bromley, his teammate, finishing their 2nd. So a 1-2 finish for the ABV boys there. Cody Levitt leads the Deeper Darker Do team to a 3rd place finish, and Greg O'Berry brings the Nichols Performance crew back to finish 4th. Hunter Reynolds rallies for a 5th place finish after spinning in the early stages of this one, so a good run by Hunter Reynolds, even though Hunter would really like to get a win here sooner or later, and I'm sure his time is coming. Tonight, though, it was Ira Kohlhaas notching his name into the IROC record books. Well, with officially Dover in the books here tonight, that only leaves 2 more races here on the season. It's going to lead us into the Kansas Motor Speedway, a 1.5-mile tricky track. Normally when you see the Cup cars, you normally see them, well, they say turn 3 is going to be a problem. Here with the street stocks, the IROCs, they say turn 4 is going to be the issue there. Coming off the bottom hook in the apron, they could send these cars at a little bit of a uncontrolled slide through the grass. And then in 2 weeks' time, on March 11th, we will crown the Season 3 IROC champion. And well, with tonight, Randy Johnson having his issues, Hunter Reynolds going to close that gap. It was 37 points coming into tonight. That gap is going to shrink as Randy Johnson's going to finish 18th here tonight. Greg O'Berry, who finished 4th, he's going to start to close that gap also. So just slightly. So we're going to have 3 drivers possibly. I call it 4 because Cody Levitt, who just won here tonight, he was 4th in points coming in. So he will take a huge chunk out of that championship lead by winning tonight and also getting a bunch of bonus. Wait, finishes 3rd. What am I talking about? Finishes 3rd with a bunch of bonus points. Sitting on the pole, leading the most laps, and finishing on the podium. Well, sooner or later we can read the stat sheet right. But either way, it'll be a 5-car championship battle here in the next 2 weeks if these boys can kind of gather it together. We'll have to see next week, though, from the Kansas Speedway, who's going to be able to do what, and then off to Pocono. Well, till next week, race fans, stay safe out there, and come back here on Wednesday night to watch these boys win, see who can notch another first win.